Hello everybody! First of all, I would like to apologize because this month's video is incredibly late. I have been busy, I've had work right up the wazoo, but in about the next month or so, you're going to be able to see what I've been working on basically. Well, I can tell you right now that I've been doing the coloring on Auric, the third issue of Auric of the Great White North. There will be links to the issue down here, some articles, some images, stuff like that. You're going to enjoy it, that's for sure. The other project, I can't really talk about it right now, but there will be a link to the Kickstarter. And without further ado, let's get into it, because this issue is special! It's the 4th year anniversary, one day I learned how to pronounce, of Art Snacks! I lost my little flute. Pas grave! You're gonna have a picture on Instagram. I do, however, have the box, because I am capable of only planning one thing for a video, and one thing only. The rest... So, of course, we are starting with the menu underhand that we're going to read right off of it. The items right here. Let's jump this one first. We're starting with the joke, as usual. What did the artist say to the dentist? My teeth hurt. Read a book, people. We are starting with these cute little things here. M. Graham and Co. watercolor paints, which I will show you here one at a time so you guys can actually see. I am looking so forward to trying this. This one is Terra Rosa, and I've seen previews, work from other artists using these. The color is kind of like in between earth and pink, as the name implies, so we'll see what I'm going to do with that. And everybody has also had a titanium white opaque. I mean, these are actual tubes. This isn't plastic. This is metal. This is quality. We think M. Graham and Co. watercolor paints are pretty sweet. Not only are they made using honey to keep moisture intact, do not put in your mouth, no matter how tempting it is. They also contain high amounts of pigment to provide intensely bright and rich color. We've included 2 different colors in this month's box. Terra Rosa, an earthy red that's excellent for tinting, and titanium white opaque, a balanced white that lends a highlighting touch. Looking forward to that. Maybe then I'll have less trouble adding highlights to my other stuff than with my Dr. Martin Bleed Proof White. It's not that I don't like my Dr. Martin, I'm always looking for something even more opaque than ink. So maybe I can do something with this. We'll learn as we go along. Learning moment. Art term, tint, verb. To add white to a color to create a gradation. Remember, I'm French, okay? Which lessens saturation and increases lightness. Also, I stutter, apparently. I just learned that now. I've only been alive for 34 years. There we go. And that's another thing. The next item is the Protégé Taclone Paintbrush by koh-i-noor. Before I read the description, I would just like to tell you, and I assure you, this is not a comment against Art Snack, okay? It's just my luck. The luck of the same person whose computer literally exploded years ago, alright? It's another goddamn round brush. Oh, I'm still looking forward to try it, that's for sure. However, they seem to have a tendency of only sending me round brushes. I've seen, once again, pictures from other artists who got the Art Snacks box. Sometimes they get square brushes, sometimes they get angle brushes, and I was like, maybe I'll try another style of brush this month. No, round brush again. Once again, there are They're picked at random. It just happens that I always get round brush. It's not the end of the world. It's funny. Probably gonna need to rinse it out though, because I just got a little feel of the bristles and it's very covered in that kind of semi-glue, semi-varnish they use to keep the point while in transit. Well, I better put you here. Let's see, we're saying koh-i-noor. From its water-resistant wooden handle to its hefty synthetic bristles, the Protégé Toclon paintbrush by koh-i-noor is built to last a lifetime. Not something we're going to test in the next 5 minutes, apparently. Any artist can appreciate the versatility of this brush, since it works with a variety of mediums. Try it out with your M-gram and Co watercolor paints and experience control and consistency similar to the feel of a natural sable hairbrush. Now this I can actually speak from experience. I have natural sable brushes. I'll be able to tell you if it feels as nice and smooth and if it picks up as much paint as a natural sable brushes. Oh, how I like to call it, fresh plucked squirrel ass paintbrush. There's a story behind it. And let's see, next, another piece that my mom was looking forward to. I'm sorry my mom is not here this month. She was feeling tired. I'm busy. She's busier. She is a technician, okay? She works hard. She was nice enough to be there last month. She had the time of her life. You guys made her feel welcome. She's just tired this month. She'll try to be there next month because she did enjoy her experience. This one that I have in my hand right now, she hopes I don't like it, is the koh-i-noor Triograph 2B Graphite Pencil. Staff favorite. Oh, good start. The koh-i-noor Triograph 2B Graphite Pencil stands out from the crowd with its triangular shape and stained cedar wood body. Damn, this pencil is nicer than my bathroom wall! The thick graphite core makes this tool perfect for working in large areas. Easily blend the pencil strokes to create buttery smooth sketches. Well, it's a 2B. A 2B pencils will tend to do creamy art anyway. They're soft nibs, well, leads I should say. Sorry, my lighting is a little weird today. This is the way my window is placed, and it's earlier in the day than when I usually film. Oh, wrong end. I'm sorry. Triangle pencil. What I like about triangle pencils and pens, they are so comfortable with the way I hold the pencil. Not everybody does that. I've seen people hold them like this. I've seen them. Technically, when you're drawing, you're supposed to hold it like this. I don't. There's a lot of things you're supposed to do. I don't do. I should. And we have another thing I like about Art Snacks. When they send paper samples, they don't send one sheet. They send an entire booklet. I love that, okay? Like that, you can try the stuff that comes in the Art Snacks box, and you can try your usual stuff with the cardstock. I love this. That's a great idea. Keep doing that. J'ai une petite larme ici, là. Stonehenge Aqua Hot Press Watercolor Paper by Legion Paper. Bonus item. This month, we are loving Legion Paper's Stonehenge Aqua Hot Press Watercolor Paper. You gotta take a bigger breath with those descriptions. With a super smooth surface, paint will take a little more time to dry, but the paper will never warp or buckle. That's something important, because they always tell you with watercolor cardstock that you're supposed to prepare it, you're supposed to tape it down, butter it with water, wait for it to dry, then it's going to be warped a little on purpose, because that's called stretching, if I'm not mistaken. I hate doing that, okay? When I want to draw now. I don't want to paint it for later. I want to do it now. I want to sit down, grab my pencil, grab my pen, my brushes, and do it now! That's why I like stuff like that. And they actually put this in the menu, and I'm loving this. I'm keeping this. I love this little thingy. Our birthday present to you. Art Snacks turns 4 years old this month, which is hella cool. Let's go for 5. It's been an exciting year, and we are celebrating it with a birthday gift to you. A special edition Art Snacks magnet. He's so cute. I love it. It's sturdy too. It's not a cheap little thing there. Look at that. Yeah. This is not gonna crack anytime soon. I'm gonna put this right here on my file folder. It's not gonna move from there. It's there with the little Sailor Moon magnet and the Goofy sticker. I'm an adult. Thanks to all our loyal supporters for 4 wonderful years. Woo! And finally, another thing Mom didn't want to test and she left for me is this month's candy, which is an extreme sour warhead apple flavored. I love sour candy for starters. I love my favorite flavor, of course, is blue raspberry, but I love apple too, so I'm looking forward to going when I eat this. And I've already started on the sketch, and we'll see later how everything goes. I just know I'm going to enjoy my time, and I'll see you after a beat. And we're back. Here's the picture, if you can see it well. Of course, there's going to be a clean, clear, scanned version soon in the description. So, the Stonehenge Aqua Hot Press working well. It seems it warps a teeny tiny bit, just enough to maybe notice, but put it in between 2 pages in a book, problem solved. It's really not that bad. As long as it's not like those little wavy warps, it's just one big warp you can fix. It's perfectly normal. Very good paper. Sometimes if the paint is too dry, the tooth of the paper will grab at it, make the color look a little scratchy, but that's not really a problem with watercolor. Just put a little bit more water on it and that's gone. It has a big tooth, basically. The tooth is how rough a paper is, and sometimes you do want a tooth. You like the texture it gives to your art. Texture usually adds dimension, unless you're doing comics and you don't really want a tooth. You don't want it too smooth either, because then you do one line, you accidentally brush your hand against it, and the line is everywhere, and it's gone at the same time. It becomes a non-Newtonian piece of art. Long story short, I like it. These two, they are worth what they charge for it. I mean, let's see. Gram watercolor paratata. Says here $13.30 each at retail. Now, somebody who's not used to our supplies, they're going to look at these and they go, "Excuse me?" But these are high quality paints, let's be honest. I mean, look, this is just mostly Terra Rosa and water right here. As I said, you're going to be able to see him. This is Weird Al, by the way. I love Weird Al. You're going to see him clear in the image and the description when we get there. The application, you absolutely have to add a little water with some tube or more liquidy watercolors. Sometimes you can get away with doing the line art, like fresh out the tube, but with these you definitely need to add even a little drop of water, or else you get that scratchy feeling I had with the paper earlier. It's not entirely the fault of the paper, obviously. These are great. When I squeezed this one out, it was a little bit more liquidy. Do I still have... There it is. I don't know if you can tell. I don't want to lean in it too much because there's water over here. But when I squeezed the Terra Rosa, it was a bit more liquidy. The white was thicker. The white was definitely coming out like toothpaste. So if you ever use these, now you know the white is going to be thicker. Simple as that. But I like them. They're very good quality. There's no grit in the paint. It's very well mixed. It applies beautifully. Like in the drawing you saw earlier, there's no texture effect from putting too much, too thick of a coat. And this is something, when you want texture in your paint, you want to usually do that more with oil, sometimes acrylic, mostly oil painting. You don't really want that when you want a watercolor effect. Watercolor is thin, it's wispy. You can get that with these. Yes, 13, 14 with tax or all like that, 14 some dollars for a tube, but you don't need a lot. Like I use like barely a pinch of each, and I still got so much left for what I had to do. That's the thing with quality stuff. You don't need to empty the tube in it if you want a good coverage. It's basically the same rule with makeup, basically, as you can tell. Yes, they're not lying. This does work as well as a sable brush. Like, basically, when you grab a sable brush, a real sable brush, squirrel-ass hair, you want the brush to get its spring back. Boink. You know, spring, like it's wet, you want to keep it wet when you do stuff like that, or else it's going to poof, like my hair. But when it's wet, you want it to have a spring back and to keep its point. That's when you're not, well, the spring, yes, but to keep its point, that's when you're not exactly using it, because after a while when it dries, some lesser, slightly quality brushes will poof. Like I have one that tends to poof here, and that's a sable brush. And I have another one here, you just put a little bit of water, and it keeps its point much longer. This is a Zig Kuritake. Zebra style. It's not zebra hair. Don't worry about it. It's just the name of the style. I think that's my smaller one. Let me see if I can get my bigger one. See? This one I use all the time. Haven't used it in a while, and yet look, still pointy. Still has a nice spring to it. That's what you want to do. One trick you can do when you're not using your brushes is you use brush soap. A little bit, just a little bit, you don't need much. After you're done cleaning your brushes, you rinse it out, you take a little brush soap, you put the soap back on the bristles, shape them into a point, and then you can just rinse it out next time you need it, and they're going to keep their point. And another thing, it's not just the spring and the pointiness that I was talking about with this brush. Another thing that's good with sable brush is that it will pick up a lot of paint at once, so you don't have to dip as often as with other synthetic brush. This one does the work of a sable. This one will pick up all the pigment you need so that you don't have to dip constantly. Like, do a line, do a line, do a line. This one will pick up your paint. This one will pick up your paint and will put it on the paper. You struggle a little bit because it really likes the paint, but it does what it says on the tin, and that's good. That's what you want. So, I was saying it's a Princeton. It's not written on the brush. Hang on. Protégé Taklon Paintbrush by koh-i-noor. I recommend it. $2.95. I recommend it. You get the quality of a sable brush with the price of a synthetic brush. And synthetic are easier to find, actually, compared to sables. Oh my god, if you knew all the hoops I had to jump through to get that one sable brush. Oof. The koh-i-noor. This guy. The Triograph. I'm happy to report koh-i-noor usually makes good stuff, and this is no exception. It's a little hard trying to get the creamy effect that usually a 2B pencil has, but then again, this thing is brand new. You'll get a creamier feeling as you wear down the lead. because it kind of feels like it has a little coating. However, the lead itself is not grainy. It doesn't, like when you draw, you don't feel a sudden kick because there's a little grain or something like that. That's the thing with good products usually, because I have cheap pencils. I have some. Don't want to put down Crayola, but in the early days that Crayola started making wooden pencils, wooden colored pencils, they're better now. Like I have pencils that are shaped like a U, and when you draw, it's like because there's crap in the lead or something. But like I said, they're better now. Crayola, I love you. Don't hold it against me. Some of your early pencils, not so good. But I think Mom will enjoy it. I don't use 2B pencils all that often. And when I do, it's usually these smaller pencils. Well, this one's a 4H, but anyway, you get the point. These smaller pencils that come in a set that I have back there. I've had the set since I was a kid, so it's about time I frickin' use them. But like I said, it holds well, it's comfortable. The only reason it doesn't give an equal covering is that I don't do well with equal coverings with pencils. Has nothing to do with the poor thing. That thing did its job. I'm the one that sucks with that. Okay? But feels good. It has a nice weight. It has as best coverage as I can provide. I think Mom will enjoy it more than me because, like I said, I prefer dry H-style pencils over B-style pencils. That's just me. That's my personal opinion. Still a good pencil, just not my style. And finally, I'm doing this on camera because hopefully I'll make a weird face like I haven't been doing weird faces since I started this video. It's a hard candy, a shiny one. Let's see what happens. Okay. You don't get it. This hurts, and at the same time is so delicious. My nose is running. Oof. Oh, I should have had some Kleenexes here. Warheads are good candies. I am enjoying this tremendously, even if I don't look like I'm enjoying it. Hang on. Okay. It's still in my mouth. This is actually my very first Warhead. So I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know if there's a center or something. Oh my god! There's a warning! Am I glad I only have one? Oh, it's sweet now. Oh, this is a funny video. Warning. Eating multiple pieces within a short time period may cause a temporary irritation to sensitive tongues and mouths. How much citric acid did you put in this little thing? Man. Not happy with having awesome art supplies. It's like Art Snacks also knows how to pick the best candy. Even last month's chalk hearts were delicious. And usually these have no flavor, so I don't know where they found them. But point me to the unicorn factory. I'm going there. Oh, it's very sweet now. And very candy green apple, which is not the same as actual green apple, as we all know. Well, all in all, a very enjoyable month. Happy birthday, Art Snacks. I've only been with you guys for a couple of months. I enjoy your stuff. I enjoy working with your stuff. I enjoy looking on your websites for all the different art supplies and even the anniversary boxes, the special boxes. I'm not buying them yet because they're expensive, but there's a reason they're expensive. They're worth it. But happy birthday. Let's go for another 4 years. How about that? I'll see you guys next month. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share, and as usual, all the links will be downstairs in the description, especially for subscriptions to Art Snacks. It's worth it. It's fun. I enjoy it. See you guys next month. I love you all. Bye!